Yeah, tell everyone we're good.
Good evening, everyone. There are a few more seats towards the front, so if you need a seat, come on to the front. Thank you, Mr. Sabalos. We're going to start momentarily. Yep, if you need more seats, there's some up front, too. Please do feel free.
Get quiet. Are we on?
Okay.
We're good? Okay, thank you. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the May 27th, 2026 meeting of the Board of Education. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will, would you please reiterate our executive session motion?
Yes, we entered into executive session to discuss the employment history of a particular person.
Thank you, Will. Okay, so tonight is a special meeting because we have the privilege of granting tenure to 15 wonderful members of the Pelham Public Schools community. Okay, administrators, teachers, social workers, and teaching assistants. At its core, Pelham Public Schools is a people business. We don't make widgets. We educate Pelham's children, and we strive to provide one of the finest educations in the region, the state, and in the entire country. That only happens because we have excellent educators and leaders working with our students every day. Tenure is granted to those who have already made a lasting impact, as judged by their supervisors, their colleagues, their students, and the entire community. It is also a pact, a shared commitment to continuing to deliver excellence for Pelham's children. To each of tonight's tenure recipients, congratulations. We are proud of you, grateful for your work, and happy to celebrate this wonderful occasion with you this evening. We also have several business items worth noting tonight. We will consider a resolution related to Section 1 athletics and postseason competition. We will also consider several bid awards for the Colonial and Prospect Hill Capital Project work. And then we have several generous donations in support of our students and our schools. So let's get started.
Thank you so much. For the superintendent's report tonight, that basically is our tenure recognition. But before I go over to the microphone to begin that, just one quick recognition I wanted to share. This past week, we received a notification from New York State School Boards Association that one of our board members has earned Level 1 Board Achievement Award for the professional learning that they attended. As the governance team for a learning organization, we've talked many times about the importance of ongoing learning from the top down. So I just want to take this time to congratulate Catherine Cohen for attending so much professional learning this year. You set the bar for us, and Catherine's always wonderful about bringing her learning back and sharing it, and I just appreciate all you do to continue to grow in your role as a board member. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. This was a surprise. I didn't know we got it. Thank you. Well, it's an honor and a pleasure, and I enjoy going to all of the professional development, and I've learned a lot in this last year, and I'm happy to share it with everybody here, and I've seen some of you with those things also, so yeah, this was a surprise. I didn't know we got recognized for that, but thank you.
So good evening, esteemed colleagues, members of the Board of Education, honored guests, welcome. It is with immense pride that I welcome you to this celebratory event dedicated to honoring the distinguished instructional staff and dedicated administrators who I'll be recommending tonight to the Board of Education for tenure. Tenure is more than an attainment of a professional milestone. It marks one point in a journey of sustained excellence. Each honoree has demonstrated exceptional dedication, continuous professional growth, steadfast perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to the success of every student. The granting of tenure is not merely an acknowledgement of time served, It is a formal affirmation of the consistent, exemplary performance that these professionals exhibit daily. It signifies that these individuals have not only met the standards of an educator or leader, but have demonstrably surpassed them to meet the rigorous expectations of the Pelham Public Schools. To our candidates, your efforts, whether in the classroom shaping minds or in leadership roles guiding our learning institutions, have been transformative. You've successfully navigated demanding and complex expectations. You've fostered classroom and school environments of intellectual curiosity with a growth mindset. You've collaborated effectively with colleagues. You've embraced innovation. You've remained resolute to our collective mission to inspire a standard of excellence for all students. And you've earned the respect of your peers and the confidence of our community. Furthermore, you've chosen to dedicate your professional careers to Pelham, both inside of our schools and outside of our schools, serving the community at large, sharing our values, and contributing to the school community to benefit our students and families alike. So for this commitment, we express our deepest gratitude. While we celebrate your significant accomplishments this evening, we also look toward the future with great anticipation. Tenure represents not a conclusion, but a vote of confidence along the way, an endorsement of your accomplishments and contributions, and a vote of confidence on your impact in the future. Thank you for your unwavering professionalism, your diligent efforts, and your abiding conviction in the transformative potential of education. On behalf of the Pelham Board of Education, the senior leadership team, and the entire Pelham community, please accept our most heartfelt congratulations. We are exceedingly proud of each one of you. And at this time, I'm going to invite my colleague, Dr. Fitzgerald, our Executive Director for Human Resources and Leadership, to guide us through the program for the evening.
Good evening, everyone. So tonight is a celebration of dedication, passion, and impact. We are gathered here to recognize an incredible group of 15 educators whose unwavering commitment to our students and school community has earned them this well-deserved milestone, tenure. It is a proud moment not only for them, but for their families, their colleagues, and all of us who benefit from their work each and every day. We will begin by honoring our outstanding tenure candidates from the elementary schools. Elementary educators shape not only minds, but hearts. This is especially true in Mrs. Battaglia's classroom. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Carr, the principal of Prospect Hill School, who will speak about Mrs. Battaglia, one of our outstanding elementary teachers and a tenure candidate tonight. And Samantha, come on up and join her.
Today, it is truly an honor to recognize Mrs. Battaglia. Mrs. Battaglia joined our district following the COVID pandemic, beginning her journey as an interventionist at Colonial School. From the very start, she demonstrated a deep commitment to students and a strong instructional foundation. She later transitioned to Prospect Hill, where she now serves as a first grade classroom teacher and continues to make a meaningful impact on our school community. She brings intention, reflection, and heart into everything she does, and it shows in the growth of her students and the way she supports her colleagues. One of Mrs. Battaglia's greatest strengths is how well she knows her students. She takes the time to understand who they are as learners, what motivates them, and what supports them, and what they need to be successful. This deep knowledge drives her instruction and allows her to respond thoughtfully and intentionally to student needs. Students consistently respond to her warmth and care. When I asked her students about her, they shared that she is the best teacher ever. She's very cute. She's very smart, delightful, and that she teaches us a lot. One student said she helps us with pretty much everything and teaches us to say kind things to others and helps us when we do not know what to do. Colleagues consistently describe her as a warm, thoughtful, and deeply student-centered educator whose impact extends well beyond the classroom. She creates an environment where students feel loved, valued, and heard, and is and it is often shared that she is the teacher students think of first when they want to make a card for someone special. Her former students remain part of what has been referred to as her forever team, and she continues to check in on them and support their growth even after they transition to other grades. Her first grade colleagues consistently describe her as collaborative, reflective, and highly committed to her students. She's recognized for creating a calm, warm, and engaging classroom environment while maintaining a consistent student-centered approach to instruction. She brings joy and energy into learning experiences and intentionally builds authentic relationships with students by learning about their individual interests, strengthening both engagement and classroom community. Mrs. Battaglia takes a thoughtful approach to monitoring student growth. She comes to every data meeting exceptionally prepared, often creating her own tracking tools to clearly organize student progress and identify next steps. She speaks confidently about both students, the strengths, their areas of need, and can always articulate the instructional moves she is making to support every child's growth. Even when students receive pull-out services, she maintains full ownership of their progress. Another key strength is her reflective practice. Rather than avoiding challenges, she embraces them. She seeks feedback from district coaches, psychologists, colleagues. She uses district resources and proactively asks to observe other teachers. Her growth reflects her professionalism and commitment to continuous improvement. She's also an outstanding team player. She consistently steps up to support her colleagues and the needs of the grade level without hesitation. I mean, just today, I had to ask her to move her classroom again next year due to enrollment changes, and she responds with that smile and immediately a willingness to make it work. The flexibility and positive spirit are a reflection of who she is, both as a colleague and an educator. I should probably also take a moment to apologize to your mom and grandmother, who faithfully come in every year to set up her classroom, and I guess I'll be seeing you again. I'm so sorry. Her impact extends far beyond the classroom. This year, she stepped into a leadership role as a member of our site-based team, helping to lead an initiative focused on increasing parent engagement beyond traditional school events. In an intentional move to continue growing, she also chose to work with a second grade PLC rather than first grade. Her colleagues describe her as the glue that holds the PLC together, supporting collaboration, resource sharing, and thoughtful instructional practice. In addition, Mrs. Battaglia co-facilitates our Makerspace Club. She volunteers for learning walks. She supported our tri-state visit. She welcomes visiting educators from other districts and also serves as a key member of our SEL committee, helping to pilot a new program for our school. Each of these roles reflects her leadership, her generosity, and commitment to our school community. And if there's ever a question about whether Mrs. Battaglia gives her all to the school community, you only need to think about the staff volleyball game a few years ago during our Trot for Trees fundraiser. In true Samantha fashion, she played with such enthusiasm and determination that she actually fractured her ankle or broke it during the game. And yet, her commitment to students and school initiatives never wavered. While she's deeply thoughtful and reflective, she also brings warmth and humor into her relationships. I remember one of my very early interactions with Samantha. We were talking in the hallway, and I said to her, you know what I'm going to say. I said to her, I won't be here tomorrow. I have to get cataract surgery. And she very sweetly responded, oh, my grandmother had that. And I was like, not what you say to someone, but sure. I mean, it's just her perfectly honest, unintentionally funny moments that reflects her genuine nature and the joy she brings to everyone around her. Another special piece of Mrs. Battaglia's story was that she was a Prospect Hill student, kindergarten class of 2003. Some of our current teachers have had her in their class, and they remember her even back then as kind, hardworking, and inclusive. Her former PE teacher, National Teacher of the Year, because he loves when I bring that up, shared how proud he is to have her and to call her a colleague, and praised the care and compassion she shows for her students every day, remembering that that was the kind of student she was even back then. It is incredibly meaningful to see a former Prospect Hill student return as a teacher and a leader, continuing the tradition of excellence and care that defines our community. In every role she takes on, Mrs. Battaglia exemplifies what it means to be an exceptional educator and a colleague. We are deeply grateful for all that she brings to our school each and every day. Congratulations on your tenure.
At the elementary level, educators nurture curiosity, build confidence, and teach empathy every day. And no one takes this responsibility more seriously than special education teacher Ms. Danielle Powers. Here to share more about Ms. Powers' wonderful impact is Hutchinson School Principal, Mrs. Keane Thompson.
I've been thinking about how to celebrate Danielle Powers and her time here in Pelham, so I started asking some questions and learning more about her outside of school. Ms. Powers is a lifelong cheerleader, a diehard Mets fan, and someone who quite literally spends most of her time either on a ball field or cheering from the sidelines. Her daughter Peyton plays softball, her son CT plays baseball, and her husband Chris is a coach. This isn't going to be a speech, this is going to be the Hutchinson Hype. Good evening and welcome to tonight's special edition of the Hutchinson Hype, where the biggest story of the season is clear. Danielle Powers has officially hit a grand slam on her road to tenure. Known both as a former cheerleader and a passionate Mets fan, Danielle has spent her life understanding what it means to show up for your team. She knows the energy of a dugout, the focus of a big moment, and the importance of staying steady no matter what the scoreboard says. Interestingly enough, this is not her first time in the spotlight. Back in high school, Ms. Powers was a member of the New Rochelle High School, the Huguenots cheerleading team, which earned the opportunity to appear on Good Morning America. And again, 10 years later, in a true full circle moment, she and her teammates were invited back again in 2019 to celebrate the 20th anniversary in the Times Square studio. Proving that great teams and lifelong connections never lose their spark. Now let's take a look at the career highlights of tonight's featured player. Ms. Powers began building her resume as a Falcon at Windward as a teaching assistant before moving on to be a New Rochelle Huguenot at Albert Leonard Middle School, gaining valuable experience and proving early on that she was a dependable teammate with strong instincts and versatility. She later sharpened her skills as a guardian at the Center for Autism and Related Disorders, where she served as both a behavior therapist and a special education inherent teacher, developing the ability to stay composed under pressure and deliver the right support exactly when it was needed. She then returned to the New Rochelle Huguenots, where she continued to build an impressive career stat line at both Albert Leonard Middle School and Trinity Elementary School, playing multiple roles in co-teaching and special class settings. No matter the assignment, Danielle consistently brought flexibility, teamwork, preparation, and heart to the field. Eventually, the Pelham Pelicans made the call to bring her onto their roster as a Hutchinson Bear, first in our fourth grade ICT classroom, and then for the past 2 seasons in the first grade ICT, where she has quickly become one of the team's most valuable players and a true cornerstone of the lineup. One of Ms. Powers' greatest strengths is her ability to read the field. She's always watching, always anticipating, and always ready for the next play, even before it develops. Colleagues consistently point to her organization and preparation, especially her detailed data tracking and small group planning, which function almost like a coach's playbook, always adjusting, always responsive, and always focused on helping every student succeed. And much like an athlete who knows the game inside and out, Danielle has an incredible instinct for when to step in. She can spot the exact moment a student needs support and quietly moves in with a scaffold, a prompt, a reassurance, right before frustration even takes hold. This awareness makes her classroom feel so steady, so supportive, and so safe for her learners. Meanwhile, over in the classroom dugout, her partnership with her co-teacher, Ms. Ewan, has become what many describe as a true powerhouse lineup. Together, they operate with trust, communication, and a shared vision, moving seamlessly between instruction and support like a team that's played together for years. Fans of Danielle's work also praise her calm and consistent approach to student behavior. Whether in the classroom or on lunch duty, she responds with patience, respect, and composure, always leading with care and never losing sight of the relationship behind every correction. A lifelong cheerleader at heart, Ms. Powers brings energy, encouragement, and an unwavering support to every space she enters. Whether she's cheering on her kids, Peyton and CT from the sidelines, supporting her husband Chris as he coaches, or helping students believe in themselves in the classroom, she brings the same spirit of teamwork, resilience, and heart to everything she does. So tonight, after 3 outstanding seasons in Pelham filled with preparation, leadership, and teamwork, heart and hustle, there's only one thing left to say. Danielle Powers is officially safe at home. Congratulations on earning tenure.
Next, we would like to recognize Mrs. Marilda Jantz, one of our dedicated teaching assistants at Colonial School, and to share more about her incredible contributions, please welcome the principal of the Colonial School, Mrs. Garcia.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, it's truly my honor to recognize somebody who embodies the meaning of perseverance, strength, and heart, Dr. Marilda Jantz. At Colonial School, Dr. Jantz serves as a special education teaching assistant in our K-12 and our K-2 classroom, where she plays an essential role in supporting some of our youngest learners. Every day, she helps create an environment where students feel safe, supported, understood, and capable of success. She approaches each child with patience, compassion, and unwavering belief in their potential. Dr. Jantz brings a thoughtful and student-centered approach to everything she does, whether she is supporting literacy instruction through programs utilizing assistive technology to help students communicate independently, or providing individualized support tailored to each child's needs. She consistently goes above and beyond to ensure students can access learning in meaningful ways. What makes Dr. Jantz truly special, however, is not only what she does, but how she does it. She leads with kindness, she works with grace, and she shows an incredible quiet strength in every interaction. Her calm presence, gentle guidance, and consistent encouragement help students feel confident, capable, and cared for. She celebrates every success, no matter how small, and helps students feel confident, capable, and cared for. She helps students persevere through challenges with patience and positivity. Perseverance is a theme that feels especially fitting tonight, being that Dr. Jantz's journey is one of dedication, resilience, and continuous growth. She earned her doctorate degree in social work from the University of Tirana in Albania. She has continued to pursue learning and professional growth throughout her career, always striving to better support the students and families she serves. Her colleagues described her as someone who always has a smile on her face and who makes others feel instantly at ease. They speak about her warmth, her reliability, and the way she naturally connects with children. One colleague shared that Dr. Jantz embodies truth, strength, courage, and resilience, an inspiration to everyone fortunate enough to cross her path. Another beautifully described her by saying, Dr. Marilda Jantz is hard work meets heart. And truly, that says it all. Her devotion to her students is at once playful and firm. Her students know the expectations, and at the very same time, they know they are deeply loved. She is kind, humble, feisty, and full of joy. And above all else, she is determined. She reminds us all of how important it is to appreciate what we have, make the very best of every situation, and focus on what truly matters in life. Beyond the classroom, Dr. Jantz is always willing to step in and help wherever needed, whether supporting lunch and recess duties, collaborating with colleagues, or simply offering encouragement to those around her. She is a trusted and valued member of our colonial community. Marilda, tenure is a recognition of your hard work, your dedication, and the lasting impact you have made on students, staff, and families over the years. But tonight is also a celebration of the person you are, compassionate, resilient, thoughtful, and deeply committed to our children. And there's a quote by Maya Angelou that says, "People forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And Marilda, that is exactly your gift. You make students feel safe, valued, capable, and loved. You make colleagues feel supported and encouraged. And you make our entire school community better simply by being a part of it. We need more humans like Marilda. So we are fortunate to have you at Colonial, and it is an absolute privilege to work alongside you each day. Congratulations, Dr. Jantz. This honor is so incredibly well deserved.
Tonight we have 9 outstanding educators from Pelham Middle School and Pelham Memorial High School being recommended for tenure. I'd like to invite Pelham Memorial High School Principal Mr. Llewellyn, who will speak about the achievements and impact of the next 2 tenure candidates, English and Special Education teacher Olga Medina and Social Studies teacher Jolene Robana. We will begin with Olga.
All right, Olga. Good evening, everyone. It is my great pleasure to speak tonight in celebration of Ms. Olga Medina, special education teacher at Pelham Memorial High School, as she is granted tenure. Ms. Medina is certified in English 712 and students with disabilities, and she currently teaches English 10 Regions ICT, English 10 Regions Special Class, and Learning Center. Since joining our faculty, she has established herself as a highly skilled, deeply committed educator who places students at the center of everything she does. Olga brings to her work a rare combination of warmth, strength, creativity, humor, and high expectations. She understands her students deeply, not only as learners, but as human beings, and she uses that understanding to help her students grow in confidence, independence, and skill. Ms. Medina is a thoughtful, reflective, and highly effective teacher. She has a strong understanding of both the academic and social-emotional needs of her students, and she plans instruction that is purposeful, engaging, and responsive. As one colleague shared, Olga has done so much to bring books to life for her students, especially for those who may not always see themselves as readers. That is one of her great gifts. She knows how to make reading feel accessible, meaningful, and alive. Her students are always engaged, they participate, and they genuinely enjoy being in her class. Ms. Medina's classroom is warm and welcoming, but it is also structured and rigorous. Students know that Ms. Medina cares deeply about them, and they also know she expects them to always do their best. She is able to strike this difficult balance between flexibility and structure, between compassion and accountability. Her students feel safe taking academic risks, asking questions, and engaging in challenging work because she meets them where they are while continuing to move them forward. Ms. Medina is a very talented special educator. She scaffolds instruction thoughtfully, supports students with varied learning needs, and works tirelessly with her students to ensure that they understand the material and make progress towards their goals. She knows when to encourage, when to redirect, when to slow down, and when to push. That kind of judgment comes from both professional expertise and a deep commitment to knowing each student as an individual. Her co-teaching work is another area of real strength. She is skilled in a variety of co-teaching models and brings energy, flexibility, and creativity to inclusive classroom settings. One co-teacher described their class as feeling less like a traditional English class and more like a compelling podcast or talk show. That captures something important about Olga's teaching. Her students are never passive observers. They are part of an active, dynamic, and engaging learning environment. My apologies, Ms. Carmody. I tried to fit Carmadina or Medina D in there, and it didn't make it to this draft, but it was in an earlier one. Beyond her classroom instruction, Ms. Medina has made significant contributions to Pelham Memorial High School. She is a deeply collaborative colleague and a valued member of both the special education and English instructional teams. She takes her professional responsibilities seriously, seeks feedback, reflects on her practice, and works continually to make each lesson stronger than the one before. One colleague described her as the best combination of old school and new school teaching. She has the natural instincts of someone who was born to teach, but she also brings the work ethic of someone who is always trying to improve herself. Ms. Medina's colleagues speak about her not only with admiration, but with real affection. Her co-teachers share that working with Olga is her favorite part of the school day. She said that Olga has reinvigorated her teaching and has made the work of teaching more joyful, even on the toughest days. This is a powerful contribution. Great teachers strengthen students, but they also strengthen the other adults around them. Olga also contributes meaningfully beyond the classroom. She works with students after school through our Academy Plus program, providing additional support to those who need it. She serves as co-advisor for our HOSA, Future Health Professionals chapter, accompanying students to conferences and competitions and helping them pursue interests connected to health, service, and their future careers. She communicates clearly and compassionately with families and with administrators, and she is always willing to step up when students or the school community need support. As one example, during the Siwanoy reunification that happened this year, Ms. Medina was right in the center of things, calmly and compassionately helping ensure that all students were reunited with their families safely. Her professionalism and care is evident in every interaction. When I think about Ms. Medina, I think about her presence. Olga has a way of brightening every space she enters. Her colleagues always mention her smile, her warmth, even the sound of her bracelets jingling in the hallway as she walks down the hall each morning. People notice when Olga arrives. They feel her energy. They look forward to seeing her, even if it's just as she sneaks in to Dr. Titone's office to steal some candy. Olga makes the work of teaching feel lighter. She brings humor into our most difficult days. She brings style, confidence, and personality into our building. And yes, as a colleague noted, her students adore her, but they also know she is not one to be messed with. This, too, is part of her gift. Olga has a kind heart, excellent instincts, and the strength of someone who knows how to hold students accountable because she believes in what they are capable of becoming. She helps them feel seen, supported, and challenged. She helps her colleagues feel energized and less alone in the work. She makes our school warmer, stronger, and better. Olga, thank you for your dedication to your students, your partnership with your colleagues, your humor, your care, your unmistakable presence. We are proud to have you as a member of the PMHS faculty, and I am very happy to celebrate your tenure this evening. Congratulations. I have a silly gift for you. It is now my pleasure to welcome up Ms. Jolene Rabuano. Come on down. So I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to speak tonight in celebration of Ms. Jolene Rabuano, social studies teacher at PMHS, as she is granted tenure. Ms. Rabuano has demonstrated remarkable versatility in her time at PMHS. Get ready for a long list. Teaching an impressive range of courses, including AP World History, AP United States History, Global History Honors, Political Seminar, Military History, and Human Rights. Across all of these courses, she brings deep content knowledge, intellectual seriousness, and a genuine commitment to helping students understand history not simply as a set of facts, but as a way of thinking critically about the world around them. Ms. Rabuano is an exceptional teacher. Her lessons are carefully structured, intellectually engaging, and grounded in strong historical thinking. She designs instruction around essential questions and thematic units that help students make meaningful connections across time periods, cultures, and contemporary issues. In the classroom, students are asked to do the real work of historians. They analyze primary and secondary sources, participate in debates, engage in jigsaw activities, examine competing perspectives, and build arguments supported by evidence. Her instruction reflects both strong academic acumen and a willingness to thoughtfully adapt her teaching to meet the needs of various learners. One of Ms. Rabuano's greatest strengths is that she holds students to high standards while still creating a classroom environment that is warm, respectful, and supportive. Students feel comfortable asking questions, collaborating with one another, and taking academic risks. Her calm and steady presence allows learning to unfold with purpose. Lessons are well-paced, transitions are smooth, and students understand that their thinking about history matters. Her colleagues describe her as innovative, creative, and constantly reflective. She is always refining her craft and pushing herself to be better than the day before. She continually seeks new ways to make learning meaningful, relevant, and impactful for students, and that commitment is evident in the quality of her instruction and in the engagement of her students every day. Beyond her work in the classroom, Ms. Rabuano has made significant contributions to the Social Studies Department and the broader life at PMHS. She is a deeply collaborative colleague who generously shares ideas, supports her peers, and contributes positively to every team and initiative she joins. She collaborates closely with her grade level and course partners to refine curriculum, develop common assessments, and strengthen instruction. In department and faculty meetings, she is a thoughtful and valued voice, one who challenges traditional approaches to teaching and learning in a way that is constructive, reflective, and focused on growth. Ms. Rabuano also serves on the Seal of Civic Readiness Committee, where she has helped support and expand this important initiative at PMHS, including its recent expansion to AP United States history students. This work reflects one of the central values of social studies education, helping students see themselves as informed, engaged, and responsible members of a larger community. She has also advised student clubs, including the Entrepreneurship Club and the 914 Cares Club, helping students connect their learning and interests to service, civic responsibility, and community engagement. Ms. Rabuano's colleagues consistently describe her as someone who strengthens the professional culture around her. One colleague shared that through collaborative discussions with Jolene, her own practices were challenged and examined in a non-judgmental way. That is a powerful form of leadership, not leadership that depends on title or volume, but one that is rooted in trust, intellect, humility, and presence. What makes Ms. Rabuano's tenure especially meaningful is the context in which she joined our school community. Jolene came to Pelham during an extraordinarily difficult time for our social studies department and our school as a whole, as we dealt with the illness and eventual passing of our beloved colleague, Andy Scott. Jolene entered that difficult moment with grace, professionalism, and quiet strength. Several of her colleagues spoke about this with deep emotion and gratitude. One shared that Jolene was, in many ways, Andy's gift to the department. This statement speaks not only to the timing of Jolene's arrival, but also the way she became exactly the kind of colleague the department needed: steady, thoughtful, intellectually serious, compassionate, and deeply committed to our students. Another colleague shared that while some people lead with volume, Jolene leads with presence. In schools, sometimes we notice the people who are the most visible or the most vocal, but Jolene reminds us that quiet strength is its own kind of power. She is a calming presence in busy moments and a grounding voice when things feel uncertain. Jolene brings, it's good I only have to read 2 of these tonight. Jolene brings academic gravitas to the department, but she also brings humor, creativity, and joy. She holds students to high expectations, but she does so with warmth. She challenges her colleagues to think deeply, but she does so with kindness and respect. She never seems to cut corners or take the easy way out. She simply does the work, carefully, thoughtfully, and with integrity. I am personally grateful for the way Ms. Rabuano has helped strengthen our high school. She has made our department better. She has made the school better. She is the kind of educator whose influence is felt not in individual lessons, but in the culture of a department, the confidence of her students, and the professional growth of her colleagues. We look forward to this contribution for many, many years to come. Jolene, thank you for your dedication, your intellect, your steadiness, and your heart. We are fortunate to have you as a member of our faculty, and I'm proud to celebrate your tenure.
Our next two educators are being recognized for their dedication and excellence in creating safe, warm, and welcoming environments for our students. Here to speak about Pelham Middle School social worker Angela Snyder and Pelham Memorial High School social worker Leela Zahed is our Director of Counseling, Mr. Farrell. Ms. Snyder, please join us at the podium.
Hello. Angela Snyder came to us from Rockland County, BOCES, having served as a school social worker and clinician. I think I need my glasses here. Prior to that, she was a social worker at Sullivan County, BOCES in a similar role. She received her master's in social work from Boston University and actually spent time as a social worker at Jenkins Elementary School in Situate, Massachusetts, before coming to New York. As a seasoned clinician, Angela demonstrated a strong foundation in facilitating individual and group counseling sessions. The sessions included working with mandated counseling for students with IEPs and 504s, and also working with non-mandated students. Her groups included DBT groups, new students, social work, social skills-based groups, emotional dysregulation, executive functioning, peer conflict resolution, girls groups, social and lunch groups. In the session, it was very clear that she was a very nurturing, calm, and directive and experienced clinician. Students seek her out on a regular basis for check-ins or emergencies. Angela's social worker position in the middle school has proven to be invaluable. She meets students and families where they are, whether it be meeting them in person, off-site, or via phone. She always seems to go the extra mile to support students systemically. As an experienced clinician, Angela conducts needs assessments, researches individual case needs for students for community resources, meets with agencies, confirm availability and appropriateness before, I gotta slow down, so much stuff she does, appropriateness before connecting with families, and provides ongoing wraparound meetings with outside providers and parents and staff. Terms and acronyms such as SPOA, BASIS, DBT, BIPS, all become very common vernacular terms, interventions that Angela's helped us with. Angela's been a critical member of the MTSS teams, school culture and belonging, wellness, MTSS, SEL, district committees as well. As a practice, Angela works with the majority of the students who are working through discipline issues. She facilitates reflective pieces with the students to ensure a smooth transition and address any needs the students may have. What she's really commended for is that after the sessions are complete, they all seem to come back. Her office is constantly busy. In order for me to get squeezed in, I really do need an appointment. I can't drop by. Angela is a trusted adult to dozens and dozens of students at PMS. Angela facilitates our student ambassador program, as well as major SEL campaigns throughout the school year, including our recent Character Counts campaign, and she plays a key role in integrating SEL into the curriculum. Angela's connection to students is special, and we have a few student quotes. So here we go. Ready? Ms. Snyder gives me a safe space where I can express my problems without having to worry about judgment. Her patience and guidance have helped me to grow much throughout the year, not just as a student, but as a person. Ms. Snyder is a good person and is super kind. Everyone interacts with her. She knows exactly how to handle certain situations that we come to talk to her about. She notices how we feel and makes us seem welcome and seen. It makes me so happy whenever I see her. I love being in girls' groups with her. She's the best. I got two more. Angela Snyder is very nice. Ms. Snyder is very nice. She helps me to overcome challenges like asking for help or raising my hand in class. I enjoy going to see her. She makes me feel calm and helps me when I'm feeling anxious. Ms. Snyder has been helpful to me. Every time I had a challenge, I would go to her, and she would help me in the right direction and help me find ways to handle it. She's really easy to talk to, and I feel like I can tell her anything. Little known fact about Angela, she's a Pelham legacy. While she did not attend the schools here, her father did attend the schools here. So she always says it's like coming home again, too. It's with great enthusiasm that I recommend Angela Snyder for time. So I have one more. So mine are short. I think I need Leela Zahed here. Congratulations. How are we doing? Leela Zahed came from Mineola Public Schools, having previously served as a social worker. Prior to that, she was a school social worker in Oyster Bay East Norway Schools. She received her master's degree in social work from Stony Brook University. Ms. Zahed creates a warm environment in which her office is always full of students of all types, and they all feel comfortable and safe. She always presents in a positive manner and asks open-ended questions, in addition to individual meetings with students. Ms. Zahed runs groups to help support healthy relationships, DBT, supporting students in the Bridge Academy, and her office is always filled with new or returning students. Leela's strengths as a social worker are almost too many to list in this brief forum. She involves herself in almost everything PMHS. Sure, no problem, is the embodiment of who she is. When she's approached with peer mentoring, sure, no problem. Can you help us with establishing a no place for hate? Sure, no problem. Can you present mindfulness lessons in the freshman writing seminar? Sure, no problem. Can you present to our seniors on the topic of stress management? Sure, no problem. Can you take on the role of 504 annual review meetings at the high school? Sure, no problem. I've actually given up trying to track all the activities and individuals that Leela has involved herself with. What is more amazing is that with all the projects she takes on, each of them done exceptionally well. Ms. Zahed has been a valuable asset to planning and facilitating weekly meetings for PMHS MTSS committee. In this role, she prepares agendas, tracks progress, and when appropriate, provides interventions with the students. In addition to her multifaceted role in helping students inside and outside of school, Leela has recently participated in the Wellness Committee, the MTSS SEL District Committee, presented at the topic of anxiety in a recent staff development meeting, staff development day. In addition, she's been a leader and facilitator for JV Volleyball, One Love Club, and Mental Health Club. One of my favorite memories of Leela is how she went above and beyond during an SEL lesson for a special education class. Each of the students were tasked with creating calming jars. This involved adding a number of ingredients, including oil, glitter, soap, and various objects. While it took a great deal of prompt to get the entire class on task, deserve them appreciate the results of embrace the jars was truly a special moment. To watch them swirl their creations, embrace the calmness was truly amazing. It worked. By the way, I know you borrowed my dishwashing soap from my bathroom. Leela's connection to students is nothing short of amazing. There are a few student quotes, just a couple this time. Ms. Z has always made her office a safe space where all students feel welcome. She's someone who students always can trust and rely on and is consistently there for us. Ms. Z made this school a home for me. I can get stressed out a lot in school. Ms. Z has always been there to place calm and take a deep breath that this is sometimes the only way I'm able to get back to class. She has taught me to use painting as a distraction and calming strategy, and now an activity I love to do. Finally, a little known fact about Leela, not only does she speak Arabic, but also French. So with all that said, it's with great enthusiasm, I recommend Ms. Zahed for tenure.
Next, we are proud to recognize Ms. Shannon Chabarro for tenure. An English teacher at Pelham Middle School, she is deeply committed to the whole child, masterfully integrating social-emotional learning into all of her lessons. To share more about Shanna, I'd like to invite Dr. Maria Thompson to the podium.
Good evening. It's my absolute joy to celebrate Shanna Goldstein Chabarro as she receives tenure, a recognition that speaks to who Shanna is not just as a teacher, but as a person. Shanna's roots in this community run deep. A Pelham graduate herself, she was the kind of student who stood out, thoughtful, driven, and genuinely in love with learning. In fact, Shanna wrote one of the most well-researched, well-written research papers that I ever read in AP European history many, many years ago. Still remember it. She went on to graduate magna cum laude from Tufts University with a double major in English and psychology, then earned her Master's of Science degree from Fordham University. Before joining us full-time, Shanna taught at the Abraham Joshua Heschel School and even returned to Pelham as a student teacher at the high school. Shanna served as a leave replacement at the middle school and then finally found her home as a 6th grade English enrichment teacher. Shanna also teaches English support and AIS classes and is an invaluable member of our MTSS team, sharing important input and data about her students. Shanna's classroom models strong middle-level instruction. Students walk in and they know that in her class, they truly belong. She holds her students to high standards, but she does it with such warmth and a belief in them that they rise to meet her. One student put it simply, "Ms. Goldstein makes you feel like what you have to say matters. She never gives up on you." That is Shanna. She sees the whole child. She leads with patience and with heart. Shanna also masterfully integrates social emotional learning and character education into her lessons every single day. Her influence on Pelham Middle School doesn't stop in her classroom. As the advisor of our No Place for Hate Club, Shanna takes on meaningful and substantial work of organizing 4 student-wide, student-driven activities every single year. These initiatives bring our entire community together around the values of empathy, respect, and inclusion. And each year, she brings the paperclip projects to our 6th graders, a deeply moving set of lessons that uses the Holocaust as a lens for understanding prejudice, remembrance, and the power of standing up for others. It is exactly the kind of learning that stays with a child. Her dedication to this work is a significant reason we continue to hold our Gold Star designation as a No Place for Hate school, and more importantly, why those values feel genuinely alive in her classroom and the hallways. Shanna, this community is better because of you, and it's better because you chose to come back to us and to give so much of yourself to your students. Congratulations on your well-deserved tenure, and we are incredibly proud of you.
We would now like to recognize 4 educators who have made an incredible and meaningful impact on so many of our students. Here to speak about middle school interventionist Jill DeJesus, math teacher Sabrina Saccio, ENL teacher Cynthia Conrad, and orchestra teacher Rafi Fujan is the principal of Pelham Middle School, Ms. Lynn Sabia.
Those are all tough acts to follow. I'm certainly not going to be as long, but I am as heartfelt as it can be. So I'd like to honor and celebrate Jill DeJesus. Jill, why don't you come up? Jill is an exceptional educator whose dedication, expertise, and compassion have had an impact on our middle school community. As a math interventionist, she has played an instrumental role in shaping and creating our intervention program to better meet the needs of all students. Jill was our first interventionist ever in the middle school. So when she got here, she really had to create an entire program, and she's done an outstanding job. Through countless hours of research, analysis, and collaboration, Jill has helped create a program grounded in data, responsiveness, and student growth. Her work has truly transformed the way we support students in mathematics. Jill earned her Bachelor of Science in Math Education and her Master's of Science in Education from Mercy College. Prior Prior to joining us in the middle school, she served as a math teacher at Salesian High School. As a valued member of our MTSS team, Jill consistently brings thoughtful, data-driven recommendations that help make informed decisions for our students. She approaches every challenge with professionalism, insight, and an unwavering commitment to help students succeed. Her ability to analyze student needs and develop targeted supports has made a tremendous difference in the academic growth and confidence of so many students. Students describe Jill as kind, smart, and sometimes funny. I don't know if sometimes funny. Her colleagues are always asking to have her in her class. All our math teachers are like, well, I think we need Jill in our class. We all need a Jill. Jill truly puts her heart into her work. She is caring, patient, and encouraging, creating an environment where students feel safe to take risks and persevere through challenges. She has helped students not only understand math, but embrace it. She instills confidence in learners who may have once doubted themselves and reminds them that growth is always possible with effort and support and belief in their abilities. Congratulations on your well-deserved achievement. We are very proud of you and have confidence in your future. Congratulations. Next, I'm going to speak about Sabrina Saccio. Now, she couldn't be here tonight because she has last-minute plans for her wedding. I really questioned whether I was going to bring her forward to you because of that, but I did concede. So she'll be watching this later on tonight. Sabrina is an exceptional educator whose passion for mathematics, commitment to her students, and dedication to excellence are evident in everything she does. As a math teacher, she creates a classroom environment where students are challenged, supported, and inspired to believe in their abilities. She brings patience, energy, and enthusiasm to her teaching each day, helping students build not only strong mathematics skills, but confidence and the ability to work through difficult problems. A graduate of St. Thomas Aquinas with a Bachelor in Science in Math and Adolescent Education and a master's degree in Computer Science from Pace University. Sabrina brings both strong academic expertise and innovation to her classroom. Her ability to integrate problem-solving, critical thinking into her instruction allows students to engage deeply with mathematical concepts in meaningful and relevant ways. What makes Sabrina truly special is the care and commitment she shows towards students every day. Her students describe her as full of energy, very exciting, and also full of very interesting facts. She meets students where they are, encourages them to persevere through challenges, and celebrates their growth and accomplishments. She understands that great teaching is about more than content. It's about building relationships, fostering confidence, and helping students discover their potential. Students describe her as students say, I always want to be in her class. I hear all this excitement coming out of her classroom. Sabrina's professionalism, collaborative spirit, and dedication to continuous growth have made her an invaluable member of our school community. She embodies the qualities we value most in educators: compassion, integrity, intelligence, and unwavering belief in children. Sabrina, thank you for your positive impact you have made on our students, our faculty, and our community. You are incredibly fortunate to have you on our team, and we look forward to all of the work that will continue and your accomplishments in years ahead. Congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. I'll take that. I'll accept these gifts for her. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Next, I would like to honor and celebrate Cynthia Conrad. Cynthia is an outstanding educator whose dedication, compassion, and commitment to students have made a tremendous impact on our school community. As an ESL teacher, she works tirelessly to support students from whom English is a second language, helping them build not only language skills, but confidence, independence, and a true sense of belonging. Cynthia earned her Bachelor of Arts in Biology from Manhattan College and a master's degree in teaching English to speakers of other languages from Nyack College. My rival's from college. Nyack College was my rival. Sorry. It's all right. Her diverse academic and professional backgrounds have given her a unique ability to connect with students and support learners from a wide variety of backgrounds. Prior to joining Pelham, Cynthia taught at the Mount Vernon STEAM Academy. She also served as a research assistant at Harvard Medical School and Albert Einstein College of Medicine, demonstrating the depth of her knowledge, intellect, and dedication to lifelong learning. In addition, Cynthia speaks Portuguese, Spanish, and French, allowing her to communicate and support many of our students and families in deep, meaningful ways. Her ability to bridge language and culture barriers help create a welcoming and exclusive environment where students feel valued and understood. Students describe her as the mother away from home, a person I can trust. Colleagues describe her as simply amazing and one of the hardest workers. What makes Cynthia so exceptional is the care and patience she brings to every interaction. She understands that learning a new language can be challenging, and she creates a classroom environment where students feel safe, supported, and encouraged to take risks. Through her encouragement and expertise, students find their voices, gain confidence in themselves, and develop skills needed to thrive academically and socially. Cynthia's dedication extends far beyond instruction. She's an advocate for her students and families, always working to ensure that families feel welcome, supported, and connected to our school community. She approaches every child with empathy, respect, and unwavering belief in their potential. Cynthia, thank you for the extraordinary difference you make in the lives of our students and families. Your dedication, kindness, intelligence, and passion for teaching have enriched our entire middle school community. We are incredibly fortunate to have you as part of our team, and congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. And last, but certainly not least, directly from his concert, Rafi, come on up. You can direct us if you need to. Today is a great honor to celebrate an extraordinary educator and musician, Rafi Frugione, a graduate of Aaron Copland School of Music at Queens College with an advanced certification, and from Sonic School of Arts in City College of New York with a BFA in music and a major in sonic arts. What are sonic arts, you say? Music, audio, and technology. Rafi brings a remarkable depth of experience to our school. His background in music, audio, and technology have enriched our program in innovative and meaningful ways. In addition to being an outstanding educator, Rafi is also a composer and producer whose work can be found on Spotify and Apple Music. He's a true example for our students of what it means to live a life dedicated to creativity and artistry. Last year, he led the PMHS Orchestra to win Gold Award at the World Strides Nashville Heritage Festival. Rafi teaches grades 6th through 12th and does an amazing job. He's done more than teach music. He's revitalized our orchestra program and inspired a renewed culture of excellence, passion, and pride in both the middle and high school communities. Through his talent, dedication, and unwavering commitment to students, he has transformed our orchestra into a place where young people not only grow as musicians, but as confident, collaborative, and creative individuals. His classroom is filled with energy, joy, and purpose. Students are challenged to reach high standards while feeling supported, valued, and encouraged to take risks. Under Rafi's leadership, students have discovered not only a love for music, but also an important way to persevere, have teamwork, and be able to express themselves. Students describe him as really fun and creative. One student comment on how he helps them create their own songs, and he can sometimes be cool. What makes Rafi truly exceptional is the way he connects with students. He sees their potential, nurtures their confidence, and creates an environment where every student feels they belong and can contribute meaningfully to something greater than themselves. The performances we enjoy are only a small reflection of the countless hours of encouragement, mentorship, and care that happens behind the scenes every day. Rafi, your passion for music and for your students is evident in everything you do. Your impact on the school community will be felt for years to come, and we're deeply grateful for your artistry, leadership, and heart you bring to school every day. Congratulations on this well-deserved achievement.
Our last three candidates for tenure are all exemplary building administrators who embody what it means to lead with heart and purpose. Across our schools, these leaders serve as fierce advocates for our students, championing their individual needs and ensuring every child has a voice. As models for citizenship, they inspire our staff to lead by example and engage our broader community in meaningful partnership. Above all, they have worked tirelessly to cultivate a profound sense of belonging within their buildings, creating safe, inclusive environments where everyone feels seen, valued, and supported. They are not just administrators, they are true cheerleaders for their staff and champions for their families. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Champ to speak about our final candidates being recommended for tenure. Mr. Sean Llewellyn, Pelham Memorial High School Principal, Dr. Maria Thompson, Pelham Middle School Assistant Principal, and Dr. Carrie Titone, Pelham Memorial High School Assistant Principal.
Okay, we are in the home stretch. And I'm truly honored tonight to speak about these three incredible instructional leaders that have joined our district and served so well for so many years. I am honored first to celebrate, this would be actually, I'd invite Mr. Llewellyn to come join me. I am honored to celebrate one of our most reflective, consistent, and dedicated leaders, Sean Llewellyn, as he receives tenure as principal of Pelham Memorial High School. Mr. Llewellyn received his Bachelor of Arts in English from Adelphi University in 1993. He received a Master's of Arts in Secondary Education in English, grades 7 through 12 in 94. He completed his administrative certification at Long Island University in 2001. Mr. Llewellyn is currently finishing his second year as interim principal of Pelham Memorial High School, where he admirably stepped into this highly complex and visible leadership role as the culmination of a long career in our district. Prior to this role, Sean served for several years as the assistant principal at Pelham Middle School. He was also the district supervisor for International Baccalaureate program, where he was instrumental in its successful implementation at the middle school level. Before his work with IB, Sean was a supervisor for English, grades 6 through 12, demonstrating his long-standing commitment to both our curriculum and our students. Prior to coming to Pelham, he served as an assistant principal in Seneca Middle School in Holbrook, New York, as well as Merrick Avenue Middle School in Merrick, New York. He has served as an adjunct professor at Adelphi University in addition to teaching English for 7 years at the high school level. Sean's breadth of experience, from the classroom to supervision to leadership at both the middle and high school levels, makes him uniquely suited to guide our flagship institution. Sean's leadership is defined by a rare combination of operational rigor and quiet wisdom. Sean is always calm and steady, taking the time to dissect issues, to get to the details that truly matter. He's always thoughtful in his process, reflecting on the past, thinking about all possible outcomes and future potential problems before moving forward. He is exceptionally detailed and buttoned up, ensuring the high school runs efficiently and remains in compliance with policy, collective bargaining agreements, and district expectations. At the same time, he is highly skilled at navigating in the gray areas. While upholding the code of conduct and regulations, he recognizes the complexity of working within a close-knit community. He uses ethical decision-making to achieve the best possible outcomes for all when faced with competing interests. Sean is a great mentor, role model, and dedicated team player. He advocates diligently for the needs of his building, yet understands his role within the larger system, always moving forward by supporting and implementing decisions effectively, even when they don't go his way. Sean's impact on our decision can be measured by his lasting contribution to programs, policy, and school culture. He was a critical leader in the implementation of the IB program. He laid the foundation for an academic program that has elevated student learning across the middle grades. Since taking leadership of the high school, he has brought a much-needed steadiness and consistency of expectations. This has directly led to an improved student culture and climate, with disciplinary incidents down significantly and students feeling more connected, as he has supported expansion of courses, clubs, athletics, and worked with staff to strengthen implementation of strategies to support social and emotional learning. He has also demonstrated his ability to lead through challenging policy implementation, such as the new New York State bell-to-bell device ban. That was popular. That's a joke. He was thoughtful and proactive in looking at this issue, actually, and its impact on students. He worked with his students, staff, colleagues, and parents to design a realistic and effective approach to implementation that also accounted for the academic and practical needs of students. Our ex officio board member, Emerson, who's not able to be with us tonight, shared that Mr. Llewellyn has been such a great addition to the community of PMHS. On behalf of the student body, I do not believe that we could have asked for a better person to become principal. He is a person that always puts his best foot forward to ensure that our experiences as students are safe, fun, and memorable. With being a Board of Education student member, I have gotten the opportunity to get to know him better. I've become so grateful to have him as a resource in school because he has been incredibly helpful with aiding me in my reports and boosting my confidence on the board with his encouragement. He is incredibly kind. All of us know how dedicated he is to making our school the best environment and place it can be. The high school PTA has shared that it's not common to have a, quote, new building principal who already knows the entire student body. And luckily, not just the naughty ones. Sean has been able to lead and mentor almost all current PMHS students through the continuity of his former assistant principal role at Pelham Middle School. He knows our students, understands their challenges, and recognizes our district and school climate, which has helped him to move into the principal role seamlessly. We are honored to have him lead our school. Sean does not shy away from making difficult choices. For example, under Sean's leadership, changes were made to senior graduation that recognize all students simply as graduates, rather than by gender, which makes everyone feel included. In addition, Sean implemented new state regulations flawlessly, such as the statewide bell-to-bell digital device ban. While that understandably caused some concern for parents, Sean worked with Mr. Sabalos and his technology team to allow students to receive emails through the district firewall. This is beneficial for science research students seeking internships and for parents who need to communicate with their students during the school day. In addition, he's been open and honest with parents. He's transparent, discussing concerns around IB, student safety, residency, etc. He addressed current high school challenges such as scheduling and capacity. He communicates updates effectively and fine-tunes as needed. He has created a highly informative and motivational newsletter that highlights student achievements, celebrates clubs and activities, and recognizes student volunteerism, charity, and service to others. He also honors PMH's students of the past, recognizing that our school has more than 100 years of heritage, diversity, and excellence. Sean also makes sure our students have fun. The PTA firmly believes that happy children who feel seen, heard, and engaged at school become lifelong learners. Sean's professional excellence is matched by his personal dedication to his work. Sean is the kind of leader who never turns anyone away. Whether you are a student seeking advice, a colleague needing perspective on a sensitive matter, a staff member needing a helping hand, or a parent just navigating the challenges of raising teenagers, Sean is always willing to lend an ear or a hand. He has deepened his connection to the community by partnering with local organizations and maintaining a visible presence in the community and at school events. He's an intelligent and reflective leader who is deeply committed to the success of our entire organization. Perhaps most admirable is that he is able to set aside his own ego in the interest of the greater good. He is a strong yet flexible leader who is open to feedback and willing to take on any challenge to create great opportunities for his students. Sean, thank you so much for your commitment to our students and community, and congratulations on your well-deserved tenure. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Maria Thompson to join me. As superintendent, it is one of my privileges to stand before you to celebrate the tenure of one of the finest educational leaders I have ever known. Dr. Maria Thompson is not just a leader, she is one of the longest standing and most highly respected administrators in our district. Dr. Thompson studied in the School of Foreign Service at Georgetown University before completing her Bachelor of Arts in History with a focus on European history at Barnard College, Columbia University. She completed her Master's of Arts in Social Studies at Teachers College, Columbia. She received her Doctorate of Education in 2017 from Manhattanville College, my alma mater as well. Her dissertation, a study of the relationship between principal leadership style and collective efficacy in equity-oriented high schools, has served as a North Star in all of her work. Dr. Thompson started her teaching career as a social studies teacher at the High School for Health Professions and Human Services in the New York City school system in 1997, prior to joining Pelham in 1999 as a social studies teacher. From there, she quickly rose through the ranks and became chair of her department, served as supervisor for social studies, and later as director of K-12 humanities, overseeing both social studies and English. For the past 2 years, she has served faithfully in her current building leadership role as interim assistant principal. Today, we celebrate her tenure as a testament to her over 2 decades of unwavering commitment to this community and the clear vision she demonstrates at every step for our students and staff. Dr. Thompson is, first and foremost, an outstanding instructional leader. Her intricate knowledge of our K-12 curriculum provides great insight that she expertly applies in the supervision of teachers through classroom observations, as well as oversight of the MTSS process. She is deeply knowledgeable about curriculum and instruction and excels at coaching and supporting teachers, fostering stronger instructional practices across content areas. Maria is a deep thinker and solution-focused, always looking to improve systems, instructions, and structures for the betterment of learning. Her ability to lead is marked by her strong listening and relationship skills, which allow her to simultaneously see the big picture and yet become laser-focused on details to bring coherence to in all of her decision-making. This comprehensive approach, combining the intellectual rigor with deep relational skill, is why she is so successful. Her respectful, kind, and warm approach facilitates strong relationships and strong accountability at the same time, even in the most difficult situations. People know that she cares for them and will hold them to high expectations while always being there to offer support. Maria's impact on Pelham Middle School and the district has been transformative as well. In her role as District Director of Humanities, she led the successful implementation of Teachers College Readers and Writers Workshop while maintaining a holistic approach incorporating the science of reading and cultural proficiency principles to build literacy skills in an inclusive and culturally sensitive manner. She has worked to build advanced placement and dual enrollment course offerings at the high school level, resulting in increased opportunities for students, choice, and improved rankings for the school and the district overall. She is willing to reconsider approaches to organizational structures. She works to establish teams to support learning. And at the building level, her endless hours of collaboration with Principal Sabia were absolutely crucial in the middle school, again earning the prestigious State and National School of Character credential. She's also been a critical partner in the activities, planning and conducting events required to recertify as a No Place for Hate school as well. Administratively, her operational technical skills are excellent. She oversees testing, schedule changes, the master schedule with great efficiency and accuracy, ensuring the building runs smoothly and teachers are supported. Furthermore, Maria has revamped the building's MTSS process to provide more data-driven decision-making structure, increasing the capacity of teachers to apply these decisions and to provide the supports that students need when they need it. Beyond her impressive list of professional accomplishments, it's Maria's character that truly defines her leadership and makes her so deserving of tenure. Maria is an outstanding professional at all times. She always shows up for others, caring deeply about Pelham, putting the needs of our students and staff first, sometimes, many times, in front of her own needs. No matter what Maria has going on in her own life, she always meets you with a smile on her face. She is a true learner, always willing to ask to learn new things, and just as willing to share her knowledge to support the growth of others. Maria is a steady rock for her staff and her students, always rolling her sleeves up and never flustered under pressure. For example, when we had to relocate students, funny how this same example comes up. Olga was the same person. We mentioned this as well. When we had to relocate students from Sinai earlier this year, Maria was there in the high school, providing whatever leadership resources and guidance were needed. She was simply there to serve and to help make the students and the staff and the school and the district a success. That's Maria, always there, ready to help. Parents say that Dr. Thompson is very approachable and always keeps students at the heart of her work. She is a student-centered leader in every sense. Her core belief is that schools are built on relationships, on dignity, and on the fundamental idea that every child deserves to feel they belong. One student shared, "I have spent quite a lot of time with Dr. Thompson. She is a good listener, and I trust her." It is this deep integrity, compassion, and unwavering commitment to doing what is best for every student that makes her such an amazing leader. Congratulations on your tenure, Maria. Thank you for your 28 years of service to the Pelham Public Schools. And now I'll invite our final tenure candidate for the evening to join me, Dr. Carrie Titone. It is an honor as well to recommend Dr. Carrie Titone Lemansky, our esteemed assistant principal of Pelham Memorial High School, for tenure. Dr. Titone joined us 2.5 years ago, and in that time, she has become an integral and essential leader, educational leader at Pelham Memorial High School and for the district as a whole. Tonight, we formally recognize her consistent professional growth, her instructional impact, and strong commitment to our school community. Dr. Titone is a highly effective leader whose strengths lie in establishing systems that foster student success, as well as student and teacher development. Dr. Titone has demonstrated an outstanding ability to cultivate a positive, orderly, and supportive climate across the high school. She has a very successful approach to student discipline, effectively maintaining consistent expectations for student conduct. Students know she cares about them, but they also know that she will hold them accountable for their behavior. This crucial balance of firmness and care creates an environment where students and teachers feel safe and supported, enabling everyone to do their best work. She is intelligent and highly organized. She consistently seeks ways to improve our operations at the same time. Her organizational skills are truly exceptional. She manages a wide range of complex tasks in an orderly manner, constantly getting things done. Her organizational acumen ensures building operations run smoothly, giving staff great faith in her ability to manage any situation that arises. We are fortunate to have this level of expertise. Dr. Titone also embodies a true commitment to self-learning and intellectual leadership. She is a quick study who maintains a fine balance of humility, always willing to learn from others, yet with the confidence to trust in her own abilities and move forward. This approach allows her to constantly grow and excel. This depth of knowledge, combined with her willingness to try new approaches to complex areas like our MTSS system, is invaluable to our district. She also brings extensive knowledge in world language pedagogy, which she applies in her additional leadership role as coordinator of world languages. Dr. Titone's contributions to Pelham Memorial High School have extended far beyond being the ID lady or the cell phone police. Her contributions to the school and district have been significant, measurable, and often required extra effort. One of her most visible and challenging contributions most recently has been taking on the complex task of scheduling for the high school. In addition to the master schedule, her abilities of coordinating logistics are evident in the smooth administration of completing testing schedules, including AP exams, Regents exams, and ensuring that all students with accommodations are fully supported. She manages these challenges and organizes alternate classroom locations at a moment's notice, ensuring faculty and students are comfortable, even during extreme heat situations like we had very recently. But beyond the daily operations, Dr. Titone has demonstrated exceptional leadership on district-wide initiatives. She was a key member most recently of our team for the disproportionality targeted skills group work. She, alongside Greg Lau, our supervisor for special education, and Dr. Maria Thompson, worked and did an outstanding job developing a thoughtful and tangible strategies to share with the administrative team about how we can improve our systems to have more accurate data to make better decisions to support our students. These recommendations were well received and enthusiastically endorsed by our administrative cabinet, and we are already taking the thoughtful work that they did throughout this year to plan for initial systems changes for the year to come. Furthermore, Dr. Titone has distinguished herself by contributing to the field of education professionally. Her article, Unplug and Engage, on cell phone policy was selected for publication in the Saney's Magazine Vanguard section. Sharing her vision and this work with a broader professional audience reflects so positively on our school and district. And the Board of Education was incredibly impressed and proud of this achievement when we shared it with them. Carrie's character and dedication truly set her apart. She approaches her role with an honesty and conversation that makes her an invaluable and easy to work with team member. She always has a smile on her face and is consistently willing to help support a teacher or a colleague at a minute's notice. Her ability to build sustaining relationships is rooted in her character and experience. According to one of her closest supports, Mrs. Burns, Carrie brings a real sense of commitment and consistency to the assistant principal's office. Her dedication to the students and staff are evident every day. I have thoroughly enjoyed working with her these last few years, and I look forward to continuing to support her for a year or two, we'll see, to come. I don't think it's a commentary on you. That's a commentary on future retirement. Teachers have said that Carrie's drive for excellence pushes our school to be the best we can be. She is dedicated to student success and is tirelessly committed to contributing positively to our school culture. And Carrie's consistency and work ethic is evident in all that she does and never goes unnoticed. Her leadership extends far beyond the obvious that everyone sees on a daily basis. Carrie's determination and the countless hours she puts into PMHS have made a lasting impact. And a student said of her, Dr. Titone has always been kind and never shown any signs of judgment in any way. From me walking in at 8:11 in the morning to do the announcements, to being called into her office, she's always kind and caring to me in every way. The PTA has also noted, we are thrilled to hear the news that Dr. Titone has been granted tenure. Pelham is a really diverse place. We have a strong international contingency and we love it. Because of that, we are so lucky to have Dr. Titone as our assistant principal. She's a speaker of many languages, which is awesome. She's able to communicate directly with so many of our new English language learners and families. She becomes the trusted adult they really need as they're adjusting. Of course, this is in addition to being there for all of our native speakers too. Being a disciplinarian is never an easy job. Unfortunately, it's a tough job that does have to get done though. That being said, the way Dr. Titone handles it is just wonderful. She is so warm, caring, and empathetic. She loves her job so much. She actually came back to school just a few weeks after giving birth because she missed the students so much. If that doesn't show you how much she cares about our kids, I don't know what does. Dr. Titone just has a great rapport with the students and with the adults too. While both sides can sometimes disagree on things, as we know happens in high school, she always respects the point of view of others and listens. The PTA would really like to thank the superintendent and the Board of Ed for bestowing this great honor upon a wonderful administrator. We truly hope Dr. Titone is here with us at Pelham Memorial High School for a long, long time to come. It's with tremendous pride that I recommend to the Board of Education tonight the granting of tenure to Dr. Carrie Titone Lemansky. Congratulations, Carrie. I'm so proud of you. closing comments? If you've got some. Okay. Just a couple closing remarks, and then if we could get all the retirees, tenure candidates who are still here, come up with a group picture. All right, retirees, we're jumping on to next meeting. As we conclude tonight, as we conclude the celebratory evening, I do want to reiterate my sincerest congratulations to all of our newly tenured instructional staff and instructional leaders. And we do have to vote on it too, so you can't leave until the board actually takes action. This ceremony has reaffirmed the value of high expectations and perseverance, the quality of the educators in our district, and the deep and enduring impact of our profession, not only within the confines of our school, but throughout the lives of our students, their families, and the broader community. As Peter Drucker once wrote, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So tonight we honor those of you who actively create that future through your dedicated service to our district and our students. Thank you for your professional commitment to excellence, your faith in the potential of our students, and your dedication to having a positive and lasting impact on the children of Pelham. Once again, we applaud you and congratulate you on your tenure. And at this time, I'd invite Madam President to lead us in a action on board agenda.
Okay. I'm going to move up 7.1. Do I have a motion to approve a Schedule A, which is to approve the tenure of these 15 people that we heard about tonight? Okay, sorry. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Yay!
It's
official.
official.
Congratulations.
All right, if we get a quick photo with our tenure candidates before you slip out to celebrate, we'd really appreciate that.
Wait, I don't think the mic-
What happened? Right. Oh. Like the keys, like to the car, to the house. Oh. We should be able to put chips in our
Folks, if you just got tenure tonight, come up to the front for a photo. Come up to the front for a photo.
I
You want your
know.
feet-
They won't, yeah. Yeah, that tracks. That sounds good. We have like a code. Thank God. We've had moments where like, thank God we have a code. Like I don't know what we would do if like we actually kids were responsible for carrying around keys. This is
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. Next, we have Board of Education Committee reports. I think we had finance.
Yes.
We had finance yesterday.
Yes.
You gonna cover that, Jim, or?
Well, we took the board reports off tonight for the
Okay.
cabinet, given.
So we had Finance Committee yesterday, and the majority of that, if not all of it, was spent discussing the various sort of lanes we have for the immediate borrowing preceding the full issuance of the large bond.
Yep, we had capital markets with us.
Yep.
Okay. We don't have communications and comments from the public.
Nope.
So I'm going to take 5.1 through 5.7 as a consent agenda, and we'll talk about some of these things.
Second.
Okay. The one I want to mention is Jim, do you want to mention anything about the treasurer's report, or?
I mean, again, just our usual treasury report that we have. It lists our interest income, which has remained pretty steady, actually, for the last few months. We've got transfers in here just to kind of get things in order for end of year. We'll see more of these as the year comes by. As we close out our books, we'll bring in those before the board as well.
Okay. And then 5.3 is,
Yeah, I did want to talk a little bit about that.
yeah, do you want to?
Yeah,
wanna
thank you.
take
Yeah,
that one?
5.3, this is just an given the nature of this particular ask, districts were asked to have their boards of education vote authorizing this vote. So as I've shared with the board, there's been advocacy on behalf of the Lower Hudson Council of School Superintendents to try to rectify what we believe are inconsistencies and inequities in the way that athletics within the New York State Public School Athletics Association, the way that public and private districts advance through the system. Long and short is in our section and in many sections and around the state, both public and private schools can compete at the section level and can advance to the state level. The inequity, as we see it, comes in with when you have public school districts that can only field teams from their residents within their boundaries that are coming up against private schools and can recruit from the entire universe of athletes. So there's, we believe, an inherent unfairness in the pool of athletes that they can draw from. And what that does functionally is, once we get postseason, what you see happen in different sports in different ways, but it does happen a lot in Section 1, is because of that unfair advantage, very often private schools are outperforming public schools consistently, predictably, really because they have the ability, even if it's not overt, to recruit. And, you know, we're having our public school kids going up against teams that are literally recruiting basically future D1 athletes. So for us in Pelham, it has come into play more, I think, in girls' sports, things like basketball in particular, where we're running up against other girls' schools. So it does have an impact on us, and what that, you know, it's really about trying to protect the interest of our students and all students. The proposal that Section 1 has given to the state that has not, it's still under consideration, is that for postseason play, that publics continue on to compete against publics, and privates go into a separate, separate competition pathway. So it's not saying we don't want privates in there. It's not saying they shouldn't compete, but they should compete in like groups that are that have open recruiting versus districts that are bound by their boundaries. So the vote that I'm asking the board to consider tonight is to authorize the district to vote in support of a change to the Section 1 constitution that would then
And bylaws, yeah.
that would change Section 1 to function that way. Each section does have some latitude within their section about how to govern those rules. There are other districts, I don't know them off the top of my head, but I know that there are several other around the state that already have similar approaches. And I also know that New Jersey and I think Connecticut have got movements in the same direction as well for the same reasons. So that's what I've talked to Mr. Toombs. We're in agreement and in line with the rest of my professional organization would ask that we authorize us to vote in support of the change to the Constitution so that from a grassroots level within what we can control, we start that at our level. And also with that related, Catherine's been working with me, and thank you for your help on that, to draft a letter that we'd like to also issue as part of an advocacy campaign to the community, just to ask voice from them, asking the commissioner and the Board of Regents to exercise the authority that they have over the New York State Athletic Association to use their authority to bring this into alignment because the organization is not moving. They've kind of been stalling and not rectifying the issue. They've now said they want to study it for 2 more years, even though it's been under discussion for a long time. So the resolution tonight is for the Constitution, and then certainly would love any feedback if any folks have it about campaign. Any questions on it?
Okay, so when we do vote on it, it'll be a vote to vote yes on the
Yeah,
referendum
a
to
yes
amend
to amend the
the
Constitution.
Constitution and bylaws.
Right.
To reflect that there should be two tracks, the
Correct.
public school
Yep.
tournaments and
private school.
private school tournaments.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Any comments or questions on that? Okay.
And I would say the next 4 items are related to the first granting of award of bids for the construction projects upcoming at Prospect Hill and Colonial, starting this summer. Do you want to talk just a little bit about the process?
Be happy to talk about that. I think last week on May 14th, we opened up the bids for the Phase 1 for Proposition 1, which includes air conditioning at Colonial and Prospect Hill, window replacements at those schools, roofing replacements at Prospect Hill, small roofing replacement at Colonial as well, and the HVAC heating system. So a large package. There were 4 separate contracts that went out. The original bid date was May 7th. We had good participation, initial participation, quite a bit of questions, which was helpful because I think those questions allowed us to provide greater detail to the vendors who could then refine their bids. So we postponed that bid opening to May the 14th. So on May the 14th at the business office, we opened up the 4 contracts for the general contractor, for the roofing, for the electrical, and I'm blank here. It's in front of me. And HVAC. Thank you. All in all, I think are the competitive. We had good participation. At least 2 bidders for each of those contracts, which was great. The contractors that participated were contractors that you would want working on your facilities. So we were encouraged to see that. And the recommended low bidders that we have are exactly that. Once the bids were finalized or opened up, that's when our construction manager team and our architect got to work. They contacted those low bidders, they brought them in, and they went through the contract with them. They wanted to make sure they had a thorough understanding of what the work was, that there was no misinterpretation of the plans, so that 6 months into the job, they don't knock on the door and say, "Oh, we didn't know this was included." None of that happened. We were satisfied that all of those vendors were the lowest responsible bidder, which is the threshold for the award. And with that, we have those recommendations for the board. So for general contractor, it's a rather large contract, as you can see. It's Parati. For electrical, it's Homeowners, which is a local firm. They were one of two bidders, and we've had wonderful experience with Homeowners Electric. For mechanical, I think it was interesting. We're recommending Mangler Mechanical. A little bit of history lesson. Mangler Mechanical installed the heating systems we have in place that were installed in the mid-90s. So the father of the current owner was the owner at that point in time. And then for roofing, we have Milcon, which is a known vendor who we've used at the district as well. So again, these recommendations come forward after all of this work, all of this vetting, and with the recommendations from our architectural and construction management team. And with the board's permission, then we'll have a contract prepared for the board president to sign. And then we can get that work started this summer.
And I would say the reason that these are split into 4 separate specialty areas is related to Wick's law.
That's correct. Thank you, Dr. Champ. So the New York State law does not allow us to hire one specific contractor. It's required where we have to separate those contracts into separate, there's just separate trades. So that's why we have electrical, plumbing, the mechanical, and then the general contractor. So it's what we have to do. We've tried to do it other ways. Years ago, we tried it with Hutchinson School. Funny enough, our results came out better breaking it up when we built Hutchinson School many years ago. So I think it really depends. But again, with these vendors, I think they've worked with each other. And coordination of effort is really important. Construction manager does that, but at the same time, they've got to work together. And I don't want to speak too positively about it. We haven't started the work yet. It's going to be a long project. This work alone will take 2 years. This is just the first phase of that work. But again, getting the bids back at this point in time with these vendors, it's encouraging.
Yeah, it's moving, the project's moving forward.
It's happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and I was just reminded, we had a site plan advisory committee
That's right.
on Tuesday morning, bright and early Tuesday morning,
Same time as
which was great. We had
finance,
a great turnout for the committee, and just shared the updated site plans. And the KG&D shared that they were at 60% design, so they've completed design development. The plans have gone now back to Triton and to, is it NASCO, the cost estimators. So they separately, again, go through now that there's 60% level of detail, rescope the budgets, compare and reconcile. So that process is beginning as well. And we shared just kind of updates on the site plans, and that we talked some about the initial staging of the construction, and that's going to take out about half that back playground. And then we had shared some of the information from speaking with the manor about, we did an on-site walk with the village administrator and police department to look at street directions, parking restrictions, that kind of thing. So talked about teachers. The thinking right now is that teachers and staff would park up on Esplanade and come down the path to the school property. Contractors would park along Pelhamdale and then come through the front path. And then we would have parking passes for 2 different colors, one for staff, one for contractors. And then likely thinking about maybe doing Manor Lane being parking on one side throughout construction, one side of the street as opposed to 2, so that we've got wider space for construction vehicles. Periodically, we'll need to move to no parking on the street to get larger equipment through, so giving at least 48 hours notice to the community prior to that. And then, so it's kind of, those were the basic logistics. And then we also talked a little bit, the Siwanoy site-based team met to start talking about alternate approaches to recess.
Okay.
So I met with them and Mrs. Kramer-Gilbert. So a lot of good ideas we talked about related to all of that, closing down Siwanoy Place for the hour of lunchtime just in front of the school. So they're going to start experimenting with some things this year and throughout the fall of next year to kind of start practicing, see what works, and go to, so that by the time we need it, which would be next spring, that we've got some solid ideas about how to manage that recess time. Just a quick update there.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds good. Any comments or questions? All right. All in favor? Aye. All those motions carry. So I'll move to 5.8. Do I have a motion to accept a donation? It's actually
5.9.
several.
5.9, actually.
I'm sorry, 5.9. A motion to accept several donations.
Second.
Okay, so there are several donations in here. These include two from the Pelham Education Foundation. Pelham Education Foundation grants in the amounts of $11,525 for Patriots of Pelham, honoring the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution, and another one for $52,293.20 for Art Rooms Reimagined, a space to create, collaborate, and inspire. So many thanks to the Pelham Education Foundation and the entire Pelham community for their support of the Pelham Education Foundation. And there is also a donation of a Vito alto saxophone valued at $500 and an HM viola with case and bow valued at $350 from Dr. Champ. Thank you, Dr. Champ.
Former music teacher and me
Yeah.
had some
Yes,
things hanging
thank you.
around.
Excellent. And there's also an $8,000 donation towards the Dr. Arabinda Guha Scholarship Fund from Samid Guha. So, yes. So,
Very generous of the family.
yeah. Yes, that's a very generous donation. So,
And I too, I just want to thank our administrators who put in some of these grants through PEF.
oh yes.
And I know Dr. Comerford's worked very closely with them to try to do that. So we're excited to bring some of the flexible furnishings to the art rooms. That's a major one. And of course, Hutchinson got new furniture with construction. With Cybernoise upcoming, we're going to be addressing that as well. But then the Patriots of Pelham is a pretty exciting one. So Dr. Short has been leading the charge on that. And you can see it spans not just a history, but it brings in K-12, history, science, sustainability. So thanks to them just for the vision and for taking the effort, going above and beyond to
Yeah.
submit those grants.
Okay. All right, we're very grateful. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. Next, we'll move to section 6, and I'll turn it.
Sorry. Can I make a motion to approve 5.8? Unless were you skipping it on purpose?
Was that was 5.8 included? Nope, it got skipped by mistake.
Wait, did I skip it? What did I skip?
Okay, I think you only did, the consent was 5.1 through 5.7.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. Okay, do I have a motion to accept 5.8?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sid, for catching that.
Yeah, that's kind of a, that's a big one.
Yeah. Thank you, Sid.
Next year's BOCES.
Kind of important. Good catch, thank you.
All right. Now, we'll move
Now
to the
policies.
policy. I'll turn it over to you. Sid.
Yeah, I don't think we have much to talk about. These are second readings for
Yeah.
policies that we talked about at a prior meeting. I don't think there've been any comments or
No feedback
concerns raised.
that I've
so
received from these.
I think
so-
So should we,
I think they're good for approval, and then we
waiving
could
third?
approve the
the rescission?
revocation of the
Yes.
other
Yep.
one.
Okay,
So
Any-
we're waiving and approving.
okay. So can I take 6.1 through 6.3 as a consent? And the motion is to waive the third reading and approve policies 5630, 5741, and 8130.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so those policies are approved. And do I have a motion to rescind, 6.4, a motion to rescind the policy 8130 and rename to policy 7554?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So that's 7. Let's see, now we did 7.1. We can take 7.2 through 8.1 as a consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and I didn't let you talk about them,
That's
but.
okay. It's pretty straightforward stuff.
But
I would say
think we-
Schedule A, those are picking up, those are overages for a
Yeah.
teacher who's out. on leave.
Yeah. Okay, do we have new business?
I have one thing,
Sure.
if I may.
Yep.
A sort of finance-related thing. No need or maybe ability to get into specifics tonight, but just for kind of situational awareness, there has been quite a lot of press around changes to Tier 6 or benefits to Tier 6 public employees. What is a Tier 6 employee, you may ask? It is someone who joined the retirement system on or after April 1st, 2012, and it includes public school teachers. The rules around retirement age and I think retirement benefits and contributions to retirement benefits are changing. I think changing in a way that is beneficial for Tier 6 employees, but someone will end up paying for that, and I think that'll ultimately come from the taxpayer. I think it's too early to really understand the impact of that, but it is sort of fairly imminent. It may be as soon as next financial year. And so just for folks watching at home, it's something that we will be paying attention to and planning for in the coming budget process. That's it.
Thank you.
And we'll hit not just the schools, but the villages, and because it's like the fire
I think it's
department and police,
all
the
public
states.
employees, or most in public employees who fit the criteria, but of course within the scope of
Yep.
this conversation or this governing
Totally.
body, it's teachers.
Okay. Thanks, Will. I just have one, I guess a reminder. Our next board meeting is when?
June 10th.
June 10th. Next board meeting, can you come with ideas for what we want to do during the retreat, like items to put on the agenda? So we can get that going.
Planned and then, yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay,
And that the retreat is planned for July 15th.
right, and
So-
we have that date.
Is that going to be facilitated like it has been in the past, or are we doing it
We
internally?
didn't include money in the budget
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
what I thought. I just
So-
wanted to confirm, but I
Yeah.
thought so. Thanks.
We could facilitate.
Yeah.
If we found a pro bono, like somebody to come in, would they, like
do
on
it pro
some
bono.
level or section?
I think we have plenty of people in
You
this
know,
board that
just
could
even for
facilitate.
sections or something?
And
like,
the
I
help of
wonder.
HR.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we could certainly consider, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think your point is good. The agenda itself will help to do,
Yeah.
to focus what
What
work
we
it is
would-
we want
yep.
to do, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the
Um,
same time as the studio art exhibit, correct? Is that in the middle school
Yeah, that happens, yeah,
during the same?
yes. Yeah, we have this conflict every year,
Oh, our next board meeting, yeah.
yes.
I'm like, not the retreat.
We could develop a survey that could go to HR or Dr. Champ, who could then help us figure out what the agenda items will be consolidated into.
That is very true.
Yeah.
We will use the same format as the consultants have used.
I was kind of thinking that we could try to replicate the format, whether it's actually having a conversation or sending out a survey and people,
Yeah.
just kind of in written form share, and we can
Exactly.
synthesize that into
Yeah,
whether it's
would be a good idea.
goals, priority
Mhm.
areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
I mean, I don't want to get into it now, but I almost think our goals are probably the same, and it's
Mhm.
just,
We're still,
yeah, we're still working on them.
Yeah.
Continue in the same direction.
Yeah.
strategic plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
What's
we're
our
gonna,
bounds?
NISBA has a resource guide or like guides on board retreats
Mm-hmm.
on their document. All of us have
Yeah.
access to their
Mhm.
documents, so we could see what they have on their website for us if we're not gonna get a consultant and we are going to be doing this ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
We've got lots of good internal resources too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Catherine, Tricia, and I just completed our year-long fellowship, New York Education Policy Leadership Program through Fordham University and BOCES. We engaged in meaningful collaborative work that focused on some of the most pressing issues in education today. Trish and I worked on a team focused on developing recommendations related to AI policy, exploring how schools can thoughtfully and responsibly navigate the growing role of Gen AI in education. And Catherine's team researched charter school authorization reform in New York State. They identified governance gaps and recommended changes that would strengthen consistency and accountability within New York's existing dual authorization structure. This fellowship provided invaluable opportunity for professional growth, collaboration, systems level thinking, and we're grateful to these insights and experiences that we can bring back to Pelham to support our continued growth here. And we're very grateful to Pelham Schools and the board for supporting this endeavor for all of us.
That's great. Excellent.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
Lifelong learners.
Can you facilitate a retreat through that program?
That's what
I
she
was
was
not
going
going
to
to
say.
volunteer her here, but.
Okay. We don't have comments from the public. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Lovely evening.